Hello everyone, it's Kari from sunshineonmypocket.com, and today I wanted to share with you this brand new release from Maker Forte. There are quite a few stamp sets released, some from Jess Francisco, some from Hedgehog Hollow, and some from Alex Siberia. So I don't have everything, but I do have quite a bit, and I wanted to show you because this was an awesome release. And this first one from Jess Francisco is all the alphabets. It's called Spell It Out. Really cute sentiments in it. It says, "Let me spell it out for you. I heart you. My favorite letter is U, and you're amazing." This one here is the birthday stamp set. It's called Cake Day. There's a cupcake with these sprinkles that you can put on the cupcake, a little cherry on top. Super cute. And then this one here is really fun. It's called Here's Your Sign. And it's got this girl with all the eyes you can put in there. And then all the sentiments fit inside that sign. So it's very fun to mix and match for this one. So that's the Jess Francisco. Now she also had a few stencils come out. This is the sprinkle one. I don't know what the names of the stencils are, but I will link to the full release below in the description so you can go check it out. But this sprinkle one will look really great with that cupcake stamp set. And then here is kind of a line stencil that has a little personality to it. So that's the Jess Francisco collection that I have. And then here's the Hedgehog Hollow collection. These are super cute. This one here is the Valentine. I'm going to go through the Valentine ones first. This is Hipster Valentine. And look at all these cute stamp sets, that octopus, all these characters here. You can mix and match these as well. He's got some headphones on, as does the girl to the left. Really fun to mix and match. And then this is the heart stencil. And this is called Watercolor Hearts Background, with all these great sentiments. I love the font on this one, and this is going to be really fun to do some ink spritzing techniques. Then you have this one here that has, this heart will fit right inside of this one there. And these are also really fun to do with watercolor techniques. Then you have the dinosaur set. This one is called Roarsome, and I love these little critters. Look at those little love dinosaurs there. I love, rar means I love you in dinosaur. That's really cute. And then, so many to choose from. This is going to be a really fun one to play with. And then this safari stamp and stencil came out this release. And you can see that there's a stencil here. And you might remember this Dear to Me stamp and stencil combo that came out previously. They have sold out of this one many times. It's now back in stock. And so I'm really excited because today I'm going to show you two cards with these Dear to Me and the Safari stamp and stencil and how to use those with a couple different ideas for you. She also came out with a lot of stencils. Look at this one. I don't know the names as I mentioned, but I will have them linked to that one. Is really cool. This one is more of a geometric design, 6x6 stencil. Then we have some slimline stencils, some very geometric looking. This one kind of looks like the golden era. Then we got a leaf slimline and some more. Very cool. Look at this one. It's got some interesting dimension to it. Can't wait to ink this one up so you can see what that looks like. So beautiful. Now for Alex Siberia's, I have a couple of her sets. I'm going to set these to a side here because that's the one we're going to play with in just a minute. But look at this, Alex Siberia. This first one is called Believe in Yourself, and it's got a really cool background stamp with lots of sentiments like do what you love, love with all your heart, be strong, live your dream, I believe in you, focus on the good things. This is a really cool looking stamp. It's got cubes, or if you look at it in a different way, it's stars. And it kind of goes with her cube stencil that she released previously. Look at this. I'm going to show you how these fit together. You kind of have to match it up a little bit here, but there you go. Once you match it up, you can stamp and then you can stencil over the top. Imagine all the cool techniques you can do with a stamp that fits with this stencil. So that's a really fun one that is going to give lots and lots of playtime. And this one here is called Happy Flowers. Look at all these fun flowers and all the different colors. Imagine all the different colors you can stamp in with these. This reminded me of the floral paper pad that was released earlier. I showed you this earlier, actually. I'm not sure when this was released, but I have these and look at the big flowers on these. So you could make some beautiful backgrounds with this stamp set and make it in all different colors. I am thinking some hot pinks. How about some yellows? Really pretty. Here's some of the stencils, Slimlines that came out for Alex Siberia design. Beautiful, beautiful Slimline stencils in that cube stencil I showed you earlier that matches the stamps. So there is a lot of good stuff here. I am so excited. Oh, I forgot. I showed you this one earlier. This is my new favorite black and white pad of paper. The reason is because it has all these designs, but you can foil them. They are foilable because they're printed with toner paper. Now they have a slimline version, and the designs are not exactly the same, but look at all these different designs you get. So there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different designs there, and then you get some repeats, and they are double-sided. So on the back you get a whole another set. There is so much to choose from here, and these are also foilable. So you can foil any color you want. You can ink blend on these. You can use them for backgrounds, anything that you want. So this is a really fun one as well. I love it. Can't wait to get started with those too. So much to do. So much fun. I'm going to start out with some of this perfect blend paper. This is already cut to a slimline size. It has a sheen to it. It's not really glossy, but it does have a sheen. And this is the new Remarkable Eclipse Black ink pad from Maker Forte. It's my absolutely new favorite ink pad, and I'm going to show you why. But I'm also going to show you why I don't recommend it with the perfect blend paper. You're going to see in just a minute. This inks up so nice and dark and beautiful. It is a nice, juicy new ink pad. So of course I love that. But one of the things that I really love is that you don't really need to double stamp. Now this is a really large stamp, so some parts you might find you need to stamp again, but look at how dark and beautiful that is on that shiny, beautiful paper. But just one moment, I'll show you why it's not ideal on there. Now I'm going to ink it up on some Nina Solar white paper. This is 110 pound heavy weight cardstock, and I'm inking this up. Now I didn't prepare this stamp at all, so you're going to see on regular paper there's a couple spots that I just want to double stamp there. Maker Forte does have something to help you prepare your stamps. I don't have it yet, but I hear that it's really fantastic, and so I'll be trying that out probably. But look at this, it's already dry. It does not smear, but on this perfect blend, it does smear because it's still wet. It's going to take a long time to dry on that paper. That paper doesn't soak it in as much. So I recommend using regular cardstock for this ink and for this technique that we're doing. So I'm taking this stencil, I'm just going to lay it right over the top and tape it down. I didn't use pixie spray or anything on this. On the next card we do with the Safari, I almost wish I did use pixie spray, but I didn't for either one of these. So just taped it down so that I can make a really quick, fast, beautiful card with very little effort. And sometimes those cards are awesome, right? So I decided the top part of the sky needed to be a little darker, so I'm going to bring in some Faded Jeans Distress ink and then finish that top part off. And then for this bottom section, I'm going to use some purple. This, I believe, is the Dusty Concord color. Just blending it on, and I'm not too worried about how good a blend I'm getting right now because I'm going to take this So Acute stencil, the Slimline stencil, and I'm going to place it over and I'm going to ink it up again. This is going to create a really fun design in the background sky, and it's going to give us an interesting look. So you can try this with any of your Slimline stencils you have, or any of your regular size stencils, and just stretch those out also. I decided to tape that top stencil down. I was just holding it for a moment, but I found that if you tape it down, it'll stay a little better in place, so you're not going to get some strange lines. Now take a look at that sky. It looks really cool so far. I decided to go in on the purple portion as well. So I'm just going to ink that on really quickly. And you can see that we're going to create this really amazing card in no time at all. I love these stencil stamp combos. It really gives you a lot of opportunity to create some different looks. So there is our first stencil removed. Now I'm going to take off the second stencil and look at that beautiful background we've got. It is, I mean, it's pretty breathtaking. And you can see I didn't have very much effort. I'm just going to fill in a few of those black spots there that I might have missed with the stamp. So just taking a black Sharpie there and adding that in. Now this Safari stencil comes with the 2 stencils, so you can ink up lots of different ways, and I'm going to share with you how I ink up that sun first of all. So I'm starting with some cream color paper for this one, and then I'm going to tape on the first stencil here. I'm offsetting it just a tiny bit so that I get kind of like a shadow effect, and you'll see that in the final result. So I'm going to tape that down, and then I'm going to put on the second stencil here. Just move that up a little bit, and then we're going to ink that sun first. I will take some Distress ink in Mustard Seed. Just going to ink that on very quickly. Look at that. Now we have a beautiful sun, and now we're ready to ink the rest of the sky. But before we do, I want to kind of cover up that sun so I don't get color over the top. So I just cut out a circle die, and this is with glitter paper. So I'm see it's glitter on one side and it's regular on the back. I'm just going to use the back as the side facing up to act as a mask. And originally I thought that I might use that glitter circle to pop up onto the sun, but in the end I decided not to use it because this card turned out just breathtaking enough that it really didn't need that glitter. So I'm inking very carefully. This one has some smaller stencil pieces to it, so I do wish that I would have put some pixie spray maybe on the back of this to help hold it down. I did have a little bit of a challenge inking that on, but not too bad. Now I'm going to move on to the orange, and then I will blend back through the red as well. So this is Fired Brick and Spiced Marmalade, and then the Mustard Seed that I'm using on this one. So see, I'm just going to blend those two together a little bit, add the mustard seed to the very bottom, and that's it for this one. So look how awesome it is to have just a stencil that matches your stamp so you can ink very quickly the background. And you can't get a look like this from a stamp without ink blending. So I love that, and I love this look. There's our Safari card background. You can see that I did dab off some of the ink on the top part, but don't worry, I'm going to cut this panel down. I cut both the panels down exactly to have just the black outline. And you can see that the deer is a little bit thinner. It's not as tall as the Safari one. So I'm measuring them out so I can make sure that I can measure the card bases for them. They're both about the same width, as I said. So I am just going to cut the paper twice as long as it is wide. Does that make sense? Twice as long as it is tall, I guess. So that's 7 inches, and then I'm going to score at 3.5, and then I'll fold that in half, and we'll have the perfect base for our slimline. I know I went through that really quickly. I like to make my slimlines match exactly with what the topper is. There's not really a standardized slimline size, but these are about 7 3/4 by 3.5 tall. And so the deer one, I mounted on some purple paper from Maker Forte, and I believe this is Coronation purple. And then I put it on the base. And I still had a little extra there, so I'm just going to trim off the extra. So you can see we have just a small amount of purple around that one. It's actually kind of hard to tell in the video, isn't it? Now I have these sentiment strips. These actually came in the Hedgehog Holo Kit last month, and I thought I would use them here because I like the black sentiments on here. Maker Forte also has some really great simple sentiments that you can cut. I'm going to use one that says sending hugs and one that says happy birthday. And I'm just going to pop those up with some foam tape, the thinner foam tape here. This is from scrapbook.com, I believe. And look at that. Beautifully inked backgrounds, Beautiful designs and just a simple sentiment is all it takes to make these cards. I'm going to tape them close so you can see them a little bit better here. That's a trick that I use when I take pictures of my cards as well. I usually tape them close so they don't pop open on me. So there's a closer look at our cards. Can you see the extra shadow behind the trees there on the safari one? See how I offset that a little so there would be a little extra? It's just a fun look to get with these stencils and these stamp sets. So head on over, check them out. I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help. I love all your comments as well. Thank you for stopping by. I love sharing this with you. If you love unboxing videos, please leave me a comment below and let me know, and I'll keep doing them if you like them. So thank you again for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.